Hello traders, this is day number 44 of small cap market open day trading. This is my second day back after a long hiatus. I had to take a break in early December of 2021 because of some board exams that I had coming up. It had absolutely nothing to do with trading. So this is my second day trading back. I had a video released on Friday. I wasn't able to trade yesterday, so today is January 25th. It's Tuesday. It's 2022. And unfortunately, there were no trades today, but I think I have a lot of great information to share with you. It's very important to know when you should trade and when you shouldn't trade, and it should not be based on a feeling. It should not be based on some bias that you come up with before the market opens as is today going to be a good day to trade or not. I think that you should have a very strict criteria, a plan in place that tells you exactly when to enter, exit, or sit on the sidelines. And that's what my plan does. And today there was no setups that allowed me to take an entry, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But first I want to share a very important tip that applies really to, I think, every trading platform out there. If you use alerts like I do right here on SRRA and MGI, I have two price alerts. That way if I walk away from my computer, I could take my cell phone with me and the alerts can ding and let me know, hey, I need to come back to my trade station so that I can get ready to take an entry or whatever the case may be. Now, the tip is not about using price alerts. Almost everyone knows about that, but there's a hidden danger with the price alerts, and that is that if you just leave them in place when you're done trading for the day. For example, my trading day ends at 10:30 every single day. If there were no setups, no entries to take by that time, then there's nothing for me. I'm not going to sit around all day looking for an entry. The strongest time to trade is the first hour of the open, as far as my statistics have shown. So if nothing happens in that time that gives me an entry, then I'm all done at 10:30. So if I leave an alert on my platform after 10:30 and say it gets triggered, if it happens to be a slow day for me, I don't have a lot else going on, and all of a sudden I get this alert on my phone, I could be tempted to go back and take an entry. That's not likely now because I'm a much more disciplined trader than I used to be, but that's definitely happened in the past. So if you're a newer trader, I strongly suggest that at the end of your trading session that you cancel all your alerts or delete all your alerts. An easy way to do it with Webull is go into your messages and just look for one of these price alerts messages. Click on the price alert, go to my alerts, and you'll see here are my 3 alerts for the day. So I'm just going to delete each one of those. I guess you got to go back into the messages again. And you can see they're leaving the charts. That looks like an old one. So yeah, the alerts are gone from the chart. They're deleted, so there is no risk of me being alerted later on in the day that, hey, that level that I was looking to get hit, it finally got hit. Maybe I should jump in. You know, it's a really dangerous thing to do. So because if you're looking for a certain price level to get hit between 9:30 and 10:30 and it gets hit, that means a very different thing than it not getting hit during that period and getting hit much later in the day, if that makes sense. Like there's not enough energy, there's not enough buying interest in the stock to hit that price level between, in the first hour of the open. So anyway, hopefully you get the point. If you have any questions about that, let me know in the comment section below. So let's get to today's trading. As always, I use my small cap screener, so let me show you that. So I'm going to click on my screener, and then I click on small caps. Make sure that you click these 3 little dots and click modify. Otherwise, any filters that you have set will not be applied. These are the filters that I use. This is just the textbook definition of what a small cap stock is based on its market capitalization. This price range, I prefer to trade anything above $5 up to $100. There's rarely stocks above that level in the small cap market. Anything below $5 is penny stocks, so that's just another category, and I am testing strictly small cap stocks right now. So let me show you the filters as well. Those are the filters that I have set, and then you can drag these things around to get your screener to look like mine if you want. And then I always organize the list by volume, and I'm only interested in the stocks that are filling up the first page. So this screen that you're looking at right now is on my desktop, and I have a laptop next to me as well. So I keep the screener open on the laptop during the trade day. That way I don't have to flip back and forth if I'm watching a few different ticker symbols at once, which does happen. Today that was not the case. But so now the screener criteria that I look for in order to put a stock on my chart is I must see volume of 500,000 shares or more at the open. So that's at 9:30. Obviously, it's much later in the day, and so there is a lot of stocks with 500,000 shares or more. But between 9:30 and 9:45, say, there's probably like 4 or 5. That's it. Then the percent change must be 5% or more on the green side. So I'm not interested in stocks with a lot of volume that are selling off. So that's that. And then we go over to my charts page, and that's where I put up the ticker symbols, and I'm looking for a few different criteria to be met just to even end up on this, or to be able to stay on this chart page. And one of them is when I'm on the daily chart, I want to see the price trading above this 200 MA line. If it's not, then I don't even consider it. I don't care what it's doing. I think BLY was one of those that was on the screener, but does not meet that daily chart criteria. So let's go BALY. So you see here, this thing's up 24%, but if I pull it up on my chart page, BALY, you see that it's trading below the 200 moving average. So that means it's in a long-term downtrend. So I don't want to trade that. So that's trading against the trend. If I'm looking for a position to go long, I'm not saying it'll never work out, but it's just stacking the odds against you. I'd rather trade with the long-term trend, even though I'm trading on a shorter time frame. That's just one more thing in your favor that will help increase the chances of the trade working out. So SRRA and MGI were the only two ticker symbols that I was watching today. But if we look at the smaller time frame, you're going to see none of my chart criteria were met to take an entry, and all of that is written in my plan. I'll just share a little bit of that with you right now. The first thing that must happen is that the stock must break out past its previous high. So that could be the high from the pre-market, the aftermarket, or the previous day. So here I'm zoomed out, and you can see that it did break out over the previous day high, but it never broke out over the pre-market or aftermarket high. It looks like we went back a little bit further. It didn't show the aftermarket or pre-market, so I couldn't tell. Anyway, so the previous high is from the pre-market in this case, and it never broke out above that. So that means then I definitely can't take an entry, because that's just the first step. That's the first thing that has to happen. It doesn't mean that as soon as that level's broken that I take an entry. And all of that is written in a lot of detail in my trading plan. This is the plan that I'm talking about, by the way. This is just a little, just the first page of it, really. You can see that it's a pretty thorough plan here. There's 23 pages. You don't have to read it all thoroughly every single day, but it is something that you must have ingrained in your mind. It's a very detailed plan. It tells me, as I said, exactly when to enter, when to exit, when to take profit, all of that kind of thing. And if I don't trade it strictly according to plan, then my statistics are flawed. So that's the other thing that I do. I'm kind of repeating a lot of stuff that I've said in previous videos because there was such a long hiatus, but I'm tracking all of my trades on an Excel spreadsheet. I'll go over that on Friday. And I think right now we are 58 trades into this test. I'm going to take it to 100 trades. And the test is small cap stocks with this trading plan. And all I do is take trades that meet that trading plan specifically. If they don't meet that trading plan, then I don't take the trade, and it doesn't get tracked, obviously. If I do and the trade wins, I track it. If the trade fails, I track it. And then that way, over time, we know what's the percentage of trades that work out using this plan with small cap stocks. And I'm also tracking my profit targets. Like I am trading a 2R profit target. So that means whatever I'm risking, my profit target is 2 times that risk. And that allows me to only need a 33% win rate to break even. Anything above a 33% win rate is profitable. So this is kind of the gist, the overview of the plan. Because it's been so long since I've gone over that, I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you. MGI was another ticker symbol that I was looking to trade today if it met my chart criteria. And it started to, but it never really followed through. So you can see here in the pre-market, it established a high of 10.15. So I need to see it at least break out through that level just for me to even consider taking an entry. So you could see that at one point around 10:08, it started to curl back up and look like it was going to head back to that 10:15. So I did have a price alert to let me know when that level was broken. And since it was kind of getting close to it at that point, I went ahead and threw up 3 more lines. And these would obviously move, but they're just there to remind me that, hey, I need to see 2 more levels attained before I could even take an entry. And again, all of that is written in detail in my trading plan. So there is no, hey, this thing looks like it's going to take off, let me jump in, or, I feel like that this stock is really going to go to the moon or whatever. It's nothing like that. I need to see very defined things happen during the day, during the trade day, before I take an entry. If they happen, I take an entry. If they don't, I don't. And then once I'm in the trade, I have a very well-defined stop loss that I know exactly where it's going to go before I enter the trade. And that stop loss never moves. It's always there. And if it gets hit, it gets hit. And then I record that on the spreadsheet. If my profit target gets hit, then that's great. That's even better. I record that on the spreadsheet as well. So the main goal with my trading every single day is to just follow my plan. And if nothing meets my plan and my stock criteria to take entries, to take trades, then I don't trade. And it's still a successful trade day. That is the number one goal of every single trade day for me, is to just follow my plan 100%. So that means if the day ends with no trades, as long as I followed my plan, it was a great trading day. If it ends a red day, as long as I followed my plan, it was a great trading day. If it ends a green day, as long as I followed my plan, it was a great trading day. So hopefully you get the message there. It's not about, was it red, was it green, was it a really fun day where I was able to take a bunch of trades, or was it a boring day where I sat on the sidelines? It's got nothing to do with that. It's all about, did what I do meet my trading plan, my strategy, and did I follow my rules? If I did all of those things, then it's a great trading day. So today is a great day, even though there were no trades to take, there was no money made, but there was also no money lost. So I was able to exercise trading discipline, and that's always a great thing. And that's one good thing about these boring trading days, is it really forces you to stick to your plan, stick to your discipline, because it's so easy to go and look for some random ticker symbol and just jump in and take a trade and hope for the best or whatever. And at that point, you're just gambling. So anyway, I know it was a lot of talking, but I felt like I wanted to go over a lot of detail that I haven't gone through in a very long time. So hopefully it was helpful to you. If there was anything you didn't understand, let me know in the comment section below. I do have a Facebook trading group, and the links are on my homepage. If you go to my YouTube channel, let me just pull up my channel here. I didn't mean to show you all the analytics and statistics there, but that's okay. So here is the home page, and if you just click over here on Facebook, that will bring you to the Trading Armor Facebook trading group. If you click over here, you can see my trading plans and trading tools, my calculators, all that kind of stuff. I use these calculators that I made with Excel, and they're very helpful because I can put in my entry price, say my stop loss price, and the reward factor. This is what I was talking about before. Like right now, I'm trading a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. So once I enter that in and I click enter or click on this button, it gives me my profit target. If I want to change it to say a 3-to-1 reward to risk ratio, then I can do that. You can put in like weird stuff, 1.9, whatever you want, and it'll give you the profit target. So that's pretty cool. And then when you hit clear, the thing that I really like about this is that it leaves the reward factor. So like for me right now, all I'm doing is trading with a 2-to-1. So I can, obviously it's not going to give me a profit target there because I don't have any prices in there. But the idea is that if I do have a price in there, this doesn't make any sense, but, and then I clear it, it's going to keep the reward factor in there. So that's kind of nice. All right, so again, any questions about anything? I know I went over a lot of stuff in this video, but again, I felt the need to because it's been a long time since I've gone into any detail about my trading, and today was a good opportunity because there were no trades. So let me know what you think. If you have any questions, get back to me in the comment section, and like, subscribe if you're into day trading. If you find these videos helpful, hit the like button. As always, go into every single trade with a trading plan. Before you enter that trade, Always take your stop losses, honor your profit targets, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.